Hello there, I'm Terry, this is the Classic Games series and I've officially made it past 10 episodes. This is my 11th. I'm quite happy with myself. In my last episode I covered the Arkham games. Very good games, very much recommend. But it was such a huge video I ended up having to split it into two. So for this episode, I wanted something a bit lighter to recover. So I came up with this. Urban Chaos Riot Response. And what an amazing coincidence that of all the games I have in my library that I went with this. Why is it such a coincidence, you ask? Well, because it was actually made by Rocksteady, the same developer behind the Arkham games. Not only that, as I looked up the game, I learned that this was Rocksteady's first and only game before they hit it big with Arkham Asylum. So, what are the chances? Seeing this game for the first time in a store, the cover was irresistible. Being in the middle of a huge battle in the streets as a cop against an army of thugs? Come on, that looks pretty damn interesting. It wasn't a shooter like, Call of Duty or Battlefield, and certainly not like Halo, but it did stood aside to me as a shooter with cops. You don't really see a whole lot of those. So an entire shooter as a cop, it's bound to be interesting, right? I haven't played this game in years and barely remember anything about it, so let's revisit it and see how it holds up today. Let's go!
Just like a man.
Urban Chaos is set in an unnamed American city taken over by a gang called the Burners, pyromaniacs and psychopaths going around starting fires and killing people. In response, the city creates a special police unit called T-Zero, short for Tolerance Zero.
Arrive at your location.
Now that's what I call zero tolerance. Come on!
T-Zero's only job is taking back the city by whatever means necessary. You play as Nick Mason, one such T-Zero officer, and you do exactly what you're supposed to do.
Important gang member in the cells. Some bastard called Estivus.
As a shooter, it's actually very entertaining. As you progress through the game, the enemies get tougher, but you also get increasingly stronger weapons. The most distinguishable, though, are the riot shield and the stun gun. The riot shield is used as cover. It's virtually bulletproof and will protect you against most explosions. But the longer you use it, the dirtier it gets and makes looking through it difficult. You can also do shield bashes against enemies, although I don't really tend to do that myself. The stun gun is used up close to arrest enemies instead of killing them. This is especially crucial when finding leaders, as keeping them alive is necessary to unlock bonus missions.
Do not, I repeat,
Do not use lethal force.
good job, Mason.
So already this differentiates this game fairly well from your standard shooter. Although the riot shield cannot be used at the same time as firing a gun, it encourages you to be aggressive, to throw yourself into the thick of it rather than just hide behind walls all the time. So it's a lot of fun. But besides these two weapons and the usual, pistol, shotgun and rifle you would get in any shooter, the game also allows you to use the brutal weaponry of the Burners themselves, like butcher cleavers, which you can either slash with or throw at people. You even get to use one of their chainsaws. Holy sh**.
You're gonna die. You make Get that shit out of my face. I don't know if any survived, but I need to go back and find out for myself. You can back me up.
And of course, because you're a cop, you often work with other emergency services, mainly paramedics and firemen. Throughout the game, you often have to rescue civilians as part of the missions. This gives a bit of variety to the game, and even though the teamwork is basic, it's very effective. You'll often need firemen to kick through barricades and locked doors.
I'm on it.
Often there are some fires that block your way that the firemen can turn off for you.
Order complete.
As for medics, they're the only way to refill the life bar.
Hey, I can help you with that. This may hurt a bit. Only one more pack left.
Although the game itself can be beaten in about 6 hours, there's a fair amount of replay value in the form of medals. For each mission, you can unlock up to 4 medals per difficulty. You get a medal for getting a certain amount of headshots, which often makes you turn into a John Wick as a result. Killing enemies is no problem, but constantly trying to aim for the head really does increase the difficulty. You also get a medal for arresting enemies instead of killing them, hence the stun gun. This encourages you to arrest enemies instead of killing them. You get a medal for completing the whole mission without dying once, and finally another medal for finding collectibles. The collectibles in this case are burner masks. They're not typically hard to find as long as you check every corner.
Do not, I repeat, do not use lethal force.
As you win medals, you get upgrades from your gear,
You have unlocked an extra pistol clip.
such as extra body armor, ammo, and damage upgrades.
You have unlocked T0 body armor.
And like I've said before, arresting leaders during mission leads to interrogations, which leads to bonus missions.
You have unlocked emergency south side lot.
Bonus missions always involve rescuing someone from a burner base within a certain amount of time.
Great job! The city will thank you for this. I'll make sure of it.
These bonus missions also come with 4 medals to unlock. So there's a lot of replay value, going back to get the medals, and playing the game again at harder difficulties to unlock even more medals. More medals means more, better guns, which in turn means even more fun.
You have unlocked a stun gun range upgrade.
I mean, when the stun gun range is maxed out, Jesus Christ, it's amazing! Just make sure not to use it for too long. What I enjoyed way too much as a kid was activating slow-mo kills. If you do 2 full rolls of the right stick, the aim will turn blue, and the next burner you kill will be shown in slow-mo. Some guns make the burners fly, and watching them ragdolls fly and fall in slow motion is worth it.
Have some of this.
So yeah, that's Urban Chaos. Finding burners, helping first responders, what else? Alright, hostage situations.
We're gonna fuck this city! Frank's down too! He's fucking dead!
There's only a few of these. It happens every time a burner takes someone as a human shield. You need to stand your ground and wait for the burner to reload to shoot at them.
Shoot him now!
Now, reload.
Once you get them, you can unload your whole gun in slow motion until they are pushed into whatever painful death awaits them.
Good afternoon. This is Sally Taylor, reporting live from the
What?
Hendricks
Did the
building.
cameraman just
My
film
love
this?
has been
She
saved
can't be getting
by
away with that. Holy sh!
Bureau member Nick Mason.
This is Channel 7 News.
The weirdest part about the game is the cutscenes. Effectively, the entire story of the game is told via news reports between missions.
This is Lanny York for Channel 7 News. It appears our city is under attack.
And they went with live actors for those. It's a bit unusual, but also a bit funny, because they end up putting faces on characters such as your boss, Wolf, who looks nothing like its graphic counterpart. But anyway, that's the game. So, was the game as good as I remembered? Actually, it was even better. To be clear, as a kid, I did not speak a word of English, so it made understanding this game a bit difficult. Not that there's a lot to understand, I mean, it's a shooter. But nowadays, I actually appreciate the extent to which Rocksteady went to make this shooter stand out. The use of a shield in first-person shooters is generally not a thing, and it does make a huge difference in the way you approach the game. The occasional moments where you help the paramedics, it's pretty good too. It makes you feel like you're accomplishing a lot. It really makes you feel like the hero. So there's really nothing more to it than that. Urban Chaos is a pretty good shooter for the time. Nowadays, I mean, it's a nice change of pace from the endless Call of Duties that force you to play online. There was online for this game, by the way, but obviously because it's a PlayStation 2, it's not supported anymore. So if you haven't played it in a while, I recommend it. It's a pretty good game. I was playing it fairly laid back and I found it both entertaining and relaxing. Nothing like shooting a bunch of criminals at the end of the day to help you relax. Thank you all for watching. So if you're feeling nostalgic and you like the content, feel free to subscribe for more. I'll see you next time.